Hi guys, Mr. Jaeger here and welcome back to another Hearts of Iron 4 series with the Old World Blues mod. So this is a new, well not new, this is a mod known as the Exile, a first time mod, which by the way, fantastic mod mate, I love it. And my number 2 in my favourite sub-mods for Hearts of Iron 4 with the Old World Blues. This is, of course, the Exile. So for anyone who has no idea what's going on, what kind of mod this is, I will be linking it down below in the description. But what this mod does is it adds another faction to the west coast of America, taking over the place of the leg bone break something or other. One of the tribal factions that was occupied the territory next to Troll Warren. I can't remember the faction name, but they were like a barbarian tribe. Rib breakers, mate? No, that's the rib breakers. So leg smashers or leg something or others. Basically, there was a faction that was there, but it's not really going to be missed, and you're taking over the spot. So what is this faction? What exactly is this thing? Well, if we go back to the menu and have a look at the start thing, and we go over to here, he even has his own little plaque. So you are Commander Paladin Andronikos, leader of the Brotherhood expedition. Now, the Brotherhood expedition does start out with a pretty nasty downside, which is minus attack, minus defense. But the story goes that prodigal son of the Brotherhood, Andronikos, finds himself in exile. Exile was a brilliant strategist, excellent commander who led the Lost Hills chapter to many victories. However, he was also a stubborn and headstrong man. He believes the NCR to be the greatest threat to the Brotherhood's existence and has a strong hatred towards them. His beliefs and personality have come to a head when he stumbled upon a group of NCR troopers surveying the land close to the Lost Hills bunker. He ordered his men to cut down the troopers as they were encroaching on Brotherhood territory. To avoid a war and diplomatic catastrophe, the Western Brotherhood sent Andronikos and his men north on an expedition. In reality, he had been exiled. While he sees the Council of Elders as cowards for backing down, he knows the true enemy is still the bear, and he intends to put it down once and for all. So that's basically the summary of the story. Andronikos has a bit of a grudge against the NCR, like me. Feels that the Brotherhood of Steel is cowering away inside its bunkers and needs to sort of break out, kind of like me. And he realizes that the NCR is the bigger threat to the wasteland. So he wants to try and get rid of that, which is kind of what I did as well. If you may recall my previous playthroughs, I in fact was the Western Brotherhood, fighting and killing all of those boys in the NCR turf. So as you can see, the territory we have is not that great. It's not very big, but it's obviously something we can expand upon. Now, I am going to have one additional custom game rule. I say additional. A custom game rule, which I think makes the game more fun. Because when I first played through this, I didn't notice until this point, and I actually gave this a go, and I actually found it was a bit more enjoyable to go within certain things like this. So this is the Allow Tech Advancement option, which basically means all the tribal factions will eventually, if given time, be able to research themselves the highest gear possible, which I think makes it really fun. So we are going to have that as an option. So hopefully all the tribals should be able to research their weapons and guns and tanks and power armor suits, regardless of wherever they are and what technological disadvantage it is. I'd love to be able to fight fucking Native Americans running around in power armor. That just sounds awesome. So without further ado, let us get started. Now, I will have a couple of other caveats to talk about. First of all, I hope you're okay with this particular microphone setup. Unfortunately, this is not the first time I have attempted to record this series. The first time was unfortunately with the Rode NT USB, which did unfortunately have the cable failing, which meant that the entire series was lost because the first few episodes, the microphone would just cut out, which is really irritating. So in a bid to try and fix that, well, unfortunately, we have no ability to fix that. So this particular series will be running a little bit closer to the thing than previously thought, which is frustrating on my half because I'd spent a good amount of hours into that playthrough. But oh well. So another little caveat before we get truly started. I'm going to try and make this, and I've done this a couple of times before, so I know it's doable. Is I am going to make my army with, asterisk on the side, fully power armored. So all infantry, grounded based infantry, will be power armored soldiers. Later on in the series, to obviously for the obvious fact of there is a limit to how many power armored troopers you can have, we are going to have to have like some APC troops, some armored troops, but they aren't just dedicated full infantry. So that is the plan. Whether or not it's 100% successful this time is another matter entirely. But I think we might find ourselves... Perfect. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to amalgamate... Right. Why are they not able to consolidate? Okay, yeah. We probably want to change the division template anyway. Or should I just disband some of these dudes? I'm reluctant to disband all of these dudes at this point. We're probably just going to have to hold off doing any of these things to begin with. But then later on, we will have a little bit of luck. So going into sort of a semi-review of this tech tree, it is a fantastic tech tree with multiple branches off in certain directions, depending on what you choose. Now, obviously, we're not going to go into huge spoilers, but if you have a particular moment in the particular playthrough that you have, you will gain the option to do one or the other. And if you choose one or the other, your playthrough will obviously... There is enough focuses on each side to be able to really benefit through it. Though I will say, probably if we go for the other... we're probably going to find ourselves in a much more, in a bit of a longer playthrough, which has more things to do. Whereas if you go with the other option, it's kind of less, but you are rejoining up with certain things. Anyway, I'm hoping I haven't spoiled things too much, but you know what I mean. Right, let's get cracking. So first of all, let us have a look at this. Tool procurement, because obviously tool procurement, and we are also going to have... agriculture, because it's just what we need to do. We need to improve our building and also some of that. That should be fine. That's 3 factions. We do have quite a lot of... There are some advantages we have, but some of the other stuff is pretty fucking bad. For example, focus on scavenging. Once we get to our first 100, we are going to reduce it down to a well-equipped army to hopefully reduce the amount of consumer factories, thus allowing us some more factory production. Right, let's improve this speed. Also, in regards to technology, because the Exile mod has some bonuses for the Brotherhood of Steel, these guys, but they don't have all the bonuses. If we have a look at the tech levels, as you can see, I have the power armor option researched, the infantry and support, but pretty much that's it. So what I'm planning on doing to give myself a bit of a challenge whilst also keeping it within the realms of being fair is I'm not going to be, give myself the ability to immediately research this with console commands, but instead I have to fight and claim territory of advanced people to be able to gain the territory. So for argument's sake, well, for the argument we are going to represent this, if I were to capture the territory of Vault City, for example, then because Vault City is a fairly advanced, in fact, in the most advanced section of the wasteland, I would theoretically be able to go in and grab, for example, the construction, electronics, and robotics, perhaps, options for being able to upgrade my technology, which means I'll be able to research the end tier of those things, which I think would make the experience more realistic, whilst also giving myself a bit of a challenge to have to deal with being on the intermediate level before we can become advanced. So, there we go. Ooh, we have lots to do. Right, so... Paladin Argus Andronicus was a brilliant commander. Born and raised in the Lost Hill bunkers, he served with the Western Brotherhood faithfully until the Stockton incident, where the NCR troopers attempted to cross over into Brotherhood territory and were killed by Andronicus. This caused a diplomatic wildfire, and, to avoid the war, the Western Brotherhood exiled Andronicus to Oregon, where he would lead an expedition to take down any and all supermutant threats. To Andronicus, this was utter madness. In his eyes, he had done nothing wrong. He was simply protecting his home. Reluctantly, he left, along with the Purple Squadron, which consisted of men under his command.
While they made it to Oregon alive, they were only armed with the supplies they could carry and must quickly settle into the new landscape. Our exile has begun.
And we do get a bit of a nasty hit, which fucking sucks. Oh. Yes, I've already played. Oh, shit sack. So we have this. This is bad. This is really, really bad. And sadly, we even have this to start off with, which I don't think we lose for quite some time. So we've got a lot of work, and we're pretty much on the back foot for a large portion of this particular playthrough, which is, yeah, pretty fucking gnarly, to say the least. So, where was this originally? We will probably see like who the faction was previously in control of this region, but I'm fairly confident it was like something.
Harsh realities. The trip north was not an easy one. It was a new environment for all those sent, including Andronikos. Oregon had never been formally explored by the Lost Hills chapter, and thus, once they disembarked, the expedition found themselves facing a tribe known as the Carcass Walkers.
That's who they were.
Andronikos demanded they surrender, but the Carcass Walkers had no intention of laying down their weapons.
So we have an option to choose.
Andronikos his men to show no mercy, or a little show of force should be enough to subdue them.
So we have an option to add either 3 building slots or 2 building slots, and, you know, sacrifice a bit of manpower for the benefit of a building slot. I think this is kind of a good thing, because while we may lose manpower, and it may suck, I think given the fact that we have an immediate access to more civilian factories as well as getting some other shit going is kind of important. Also, we start out with a bit of a disadvantage as well. One thing that I was very much unaware of until playing through is we don't have any fucking circuitry. Which means, and the nearest circuitry is up here in the north, away from us. So yeah, we're in the shit in terms of making the power armor suit that we have now. So yeah, if I were if I could provide some feedback to the mod maker, while I appreciate having an early-ish challenge, we have all of these really good options like 24 steel, 24 water, 12 composite materials, and 12 advanced components. That's great. I'd happily trade 4 of the water or 4 of the metal, or perhaps both, so that we have 20 on 20, and then just give me like an 8 for circuitry, or 6, and then divvy up the resources in other fashions, because I feel that having no circuitry this early in a playthrough is incredibly crippling if you're trying to build power armor. Now, I realize my particular playstyle is going to fuck me over more than perhaps if I were trying to be less power armored and more squishy infantry, but at the same time, god fucking damn it. It's gonna break my heart and my brain.
Once the expedition had conquered the Carcass Walkers, Andronikos established a base of operations dubbed Camp Novos. On the first night following the battle with the Carcass Walkers, Andronikos had a vision in his sleep, one where the Brotherhood ruled the waste from Sadie Sands to Capitol Hill. The next morning he rallied his men and gave a speech so inspirational many shed a tear. They were to embark upon a grand crusade to destroy those who dared oppose the Brotherhood.
So now we get a slight bonus, which is the Andronikos Crusade, which grants me a very decent surrender limit, a defense attack of 3, a little bit better factory improve, and a minimum force increase of special forces. This is crucial. Out of all of those options, the special forces template improve is vital. So now we finally have the option of doing a few other things, which I think is pretty cool. So I think what we do probably need to do now, because sadly there's not really a lot we can do, we need to make ready to go to war with the Troll Warren. This is fairly early on, so naturally we're not going to have too much of an advantage. But obviously, right, let's just go red here and change the icon to something totally family friendly. Skulls. Let me just see. The armored Brothers. There we go. The Armored Brothers. That's the army that we're going to call it. So we're effectively going to be going into... Oh, yes, I forgot to mention. I should have gone into this. Create an agency. Let us make the Brotherhood Andronikos. Yep. It's purple. It's Spartan. It's pretty much what we need in a nutshell, which I think is very cool. So in terms of cash, we're not going to do too well because, you know, we're broke as shit. But we do need to get ourselves set up for that. Let's have a look. Right, so we have 44 days. That one is 30 days. So I think we'll at least get the organized agriculture sorted, which gives us a boon in manpower instantly, like 250, which is pretty nice. And considering the fact that our population at the moment is kind of shit, once we've done that, we're probably going to head over to infantry, no, not infantry, support and research support equipment. Now, the reason for this is because obviously we want to improve our templates fairly soon. So having that is pretty nice, and having a backlog of that would also be pretty awesome. Though these are also kind of important as well. I probably would say Om's Law is probably a little bit more important than infantry equipment, just a smidge. So, yeah, the first thing we research is probably going to be Om's Law, then we'll get combat language, which will provide us reinforce rate, and some secret language and all that jazz. You know the drill, guys. You've seen this before. Though this particular playthrough is going to be interesting, to say the least. Though you do have an option to giving a trait. So the first thing we're going to do is have the pain trait. Because pain train is amazing trains. Right, we have one more trait to pick. I'm going to go with local leader so we can increase the units to 26. So we will smack the fuckers harder and also have more of us to smack them with. So I'm pretty happy with that. In terms of divisions, though, these guys are pretty shit. Even the Night Patrol is worse. They have anti-tank rifles, but they are shit. We will be eventually researching... excuse me. We will be eventually researching this as well so I can get the MGs. If we can get the energy LMGs, that'll make my life a lot easier. My god. Fantastic. Right, let us get engineering going. Science, Ohm's Law is getting set up. We now have the first step, which allows us to go to war with these guys. But first of all, let's see what we can do. Oh, we need to do shit. Right. We will hopefully be able to destroy these fuckers within a few moments. Oh, hang on. One sec. Since we're playing, you know, a Hearts of Iron 4 playthrough, then I think it's only fair that... There we go. We get to listen to some German music whilst we're doing this. Come on, you know me. I wouldn't play a Hearts of Iron 4 playthrough without having German music. It's just how I go. No intel at all. This is fun. Oh boy. They are failing, so they are going to fall back at some point. If we can grab the Warren. Tool procurement. We can't afford the war to last too long. 21. Why do I have Lord of the Waste? I've only just started. What the fuck? Hold the line. Yeah, just punch a hole through. Grab the Warren, kill the trolls. The mutant armies of the Troll Warren have fallen to the Brotherhood of Expedition, with the FEV caves, filled caves surrounding the crater lake becoming military occupied by the invading force. With the mutants within the Warren being forced to flee from their homes in retreat, is there any future for the mutant kind in the far north now? No, I hope not. Purge them from these lands. So we just killed them. So now we get to reform a few things, but what we do need is to instead execute the stragglers. Which the benefit of the 250 manpower pop I had initially is now kind of gone to shit. Which for the K's phone home. That would be useful. Because we have expeditionary forces, isn't it? Yes. So what we can do with the next one is we're basically going to get this, and then this to be able to like stabilize our particular situation. Then we're going to begin the occupation, confiscate the land, and then expand occupation efforts. This will remove the abilities to try and do shit, but yeah. Which is fantastic. Right, you start up. You over to engineering. Give me some combat language. So for the initial few episodes, we are unfortunately going to have to be just sitting here waiting and turtling up a bit in order to be able to survive any kind of mid to late game afterwards, because we're going to be seeing a lot of shit dealing with that. We can now recruit agents. Fantastic. Barter, infiltrate. Right, what should we go for first? Let's have a look at the Myalurk tribes, just to see. Because we do have a couple of focuses. In order to present... Alright, the next one, dust has settled. There we go. So, we do have a few focuses that we need to complete in order to complete, to get to the thing. Break the Backers, which destroys Rib Breakers, and Crack the Shells, knock out the Myalurk tribes. So, we basically need to knock out the Marrow Drinkers and the Myalurk tribes fairly quickly, and I'm kind of wanting to get the Myalurk tribes early because we do have to have a river crossing battle. And if we can get some intel on these bastards, so much the better, which is bad because unfortunately, as you can see, we've got a fair amount of shit. So if we can get the dust settled, begin occupation experts, which will be nice. 30 days... Then hopefully we can get some other stuff. These two should hopefully last a couple of days as well. Once we've done that, we're going to do something a bit cheeky where we will research the next few things to research. So get these two researched and then... Right, wait for the other one. Right, so the first one we'll start researching already. So obviously work is needed. So it's going to take us a bit longer to get through these two particular items, but the next thing we get to research... Oh, come on, hurry up. Come on. Research a little... Actually, what am I doing? Right, that's next. Good. Good. So begin occupation. We're already a few days in. And the cohort has done their stuff. Good. Right, you both are done. Fantastic. Right, give me some improvised tools. And you are also... I'm not too fussed about these minor tools, but what we will do is get the combat language shit sorted. Just so that we're able to redeal the shit. We've got a spy in the works as well. We do have 14k as well, which is nice. Which actually means absolute bugger all, because it means, yeah. No, sorry, my brain kind of died for a second. I'm like, 14k! No, we don't have 14k. We have 1400. Sorry, 14, nothing. Yeah, English, I can't. Okay, so focus on scavenging. Well-equipped army. I now has an ability to make shit. And our occupation has started. Fantastic. Right, good. What do we need? Expand, confiscate land. Ooh, I'm so tempted. Use for the caves. The Warren has turned into the Tartarus. This will fuck me over a little bit. Consult the scribes, backbone of the army. That's something I'm kind of wanting to go later on. We're going to kind of focus in a little bit on the use of the caves. We will bugger ourselves a little bit to start with, but I think we will be able to gain some serious benefits. Yeah, I'd say some serious benefits will probably be what is going to be applied here. Though we do need some manpower because abilities. I do have a couple of mods in addition to the... Oh yeah, I just thought, fucking, yeah, holy shit. We're gonna need to, like, deal with the whole... Oh, hang on, I thought, though, I had, Oh, hang on. Oh, another screenshot taken. Where's the compliance? We are dealing with rebels. I thought I called them. Oh shit, I completely buggered that one. Wrong one. Confiscation. Dust is settled. Use for the caves. Oh no, that is the right one. Fuck, I'm an idiot. Because that caused the territory, which then means we don't have to worry about it. It's okay. I'm retarded. You can throw me into a prison. Right, let me have a look. See. We don't need to worry about that. Don't need to worry about that. Actually, we do need to worry about this. Is that really rise? Should we not go for something a little bit more combat focused? Oh, it's really kind of nice. Oh, I think the construction speed of research. We'll go with experience. Fine. The ability to research shit a little faster, I think, would probably be slightly beneficial. Considering it's a 17%, it's quite a big jump. So, yeah. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to use the use for the caves. Basically, we're going to call the territory, then we're going to go over to here and get the expanded Oh, yeah, that's fine. This will be able to keep us cored, which is important. Unfortunately, we don't have the population to do it now, but we will eventually get... Actually, fuck it. We'll set this shit up so we can prepare whatever. Extensive patrols. There we go. So this will fuck my manpower initially. But don't worry because we're about to deal with the problem effectively in a second. But I think it's also kind of important because having the ability to try and reduce this shit down for what we got, I think is very, very important. Even if we don't get to have the manpower issue at the moment. Oh, fuck you. That's really early. Yeah. We really don't want we don't want the fucking followers. God damn it. Okay, good. We've cored the territory. Right, we need to... Right, divert the follower supplies. This is, Right, we need to get manpower going back up again. Did we call them already? Did we call them? I hope we've called them. Yes, we've called them. Thank the Emperor. Right. Caesar followers fort. Raid the support supplies. I don't want those fuckers in our territory. Yes, we suffer a stability hit, which is not fun. But at the same time, I think we are definitely needing to make sure that those fuckers don't get a chance. Yes! Right, so the downside is, while we don't get the stability and we do lose a bit of research speed, we get much better war support, much better mobilization speed, and we have the ability to say fuck you to those dudes. Because... fuck the followers. They're assholes. Well, no, they're good guys, but they also fuck you over because they're like, oh, we don't want you to fight. We're in the wasteland. I know, but, you know, we all should all hang together and be friendly. See that super mutant over there? Do you think he wants to be friendly with you, or do you think he wants to rip your face off? Maybe friendly? Okay, I'll go push you in his general direction and see how things go. 5 seconds later, a bit of slab is thrown over. A bit of a meat slab is thrown over to me by the remnants of what was that follower of Apocalypse. Anyway, so now we've got the 50% bonus research ability. We're going to be able to get straight into the next 2 years worth of research by getting the local workspaces and the other shit going, which is kind of cool. And oh fuck a duck, Washington Brotherhood has taken over the Hood settlements. Well, shit. Confiscation of land, or... oh, we need both of those things. Shit. Right, well that's fine, that's fine. It's what we expected. Do we have actually any caps? No, we do not, but that's fine. Right, next thing we're going to be researching is industry bonus of basic tools. So this doesn't really give us, you know, it's not the, in the grand scheme of things, it's not the best of best, but it is an economic upgrade that does give me a decent head start against all of the other dudes. And I find that having an economic head start is nice. So as you can see, the rest of the world around us is going up in smoke with everything else exploding, which is cool. Oh, I just realized we had all these things. Right, okay, I am going to make this a thing, and this a thing. I'm going to bulk stock up the common energy weaponry for the time being, just because I want to go nuts on that shit. Right, confiscated land, fantastic. Right, give me expand occupation efforts so we don't have such a crippling downside resistor, which I won't say anything else, but it looks a bit like an interesting thing, if you know what I mean. Yes, depending on the person using it, it's either very resistant or not that resistant. Okay, so let's have a look, see. Right, okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to try and see if we can expand colonization efforts. Head over to the phone home segment, contact the chapter, then have the ability to start looking for the roads. Reforming the Purple Squadron may be a really good shout, and I'm not going to lie, this is probably a really fucking good opportunity to do something. However, I think we do need to get ourselves ready and prepared by going through the fateful journey. Like, I want to, by the end of this episode, have gone down to this thing and have this done so that we can begin to focus on other things beforehand. This particular section of the focus tree is actually only limited to when you've made your decision further down here. So we can effectively ignore this. This is quite important, but I would say it's secondary after this. Preferably also a little bit potentially after this, but we'll have to, you know, seal the deal in other ways. Anyway, it does give us manpower reserves, which is good. Jackals have been annexed. Always the jackals. Never the vipers. They always go for the jackals first. You can always tell with the AI. Right, so the Alamo chapter. There's so many factions going on for the moment. I do genuinely wonder how they're going to keep this shit balanced when they do involve the rest of the world. Because you've got Texas, you've got all the freaking Alamo chapter, the Alamo chapter, the Brotherhood of Steel Alamo chapter. Ah, that'd be so cool. Maybe one day I might play through those. But we've got Caesar's Legion, obviously, which is going to be built up of many things. Last time there was a massive split up. Oh, here we go. Andronicus, having slain the mutants he was sent to kill, was eager to contact the Lost Hills chapter and tell them of his deeds. He had hoped that he had earned his place back home in California. The scribe set up a direct line to Elder Torny, to which Andronicus gave the full report. Any hope he had was soon gone, as the Elder informed him that the expedition was to hold in Oregon. He pleaded that they had done their job, but the Elder said that they were investigating reports of a more dangerous threat in Washington. Before Andronicus could say another word, the line went dead. Shit. We shall hold here then for now. And unfortunately we get yet another middle finger from the fucking Brotherhood. Not only fucking us over with some stability, but taking away some goddamn political power, the bastards. So now we have to deal with that little fun change. And now we get even to more shitty scenarios, which is searching a ruined vault. So basically, over in Tartarus, we found, or nearby Tartarus, we found a vault. One which could give us a pretty decent amount of nice stuff, but sadly we also have to be extremely careful because this particular vault is kind of busted, if that could be a word to describe things. 6 to 8. Malulu's clutch. I don't like that. Yeah, the Myalok tribe is... The main reason why I want to go for these guys first is because there's a river crossing. So river crossing battles are like the fucking worst when it comes to most battles. I mean, in Hearts of Iron 4, river crossings are a bastard in their self. Hell, even in real life, they're probably a bastard. But in Hearts of Iron 4, they are a cripple. So if we can get rid of the Myaloks first, then turn our attentions to the Marrow Drinkers, then I'm sure we could... Right, let's quickly get this set up so we can get some research tech tree-wise. But yeah, it's a bitch. It's a royal bitch. And we finally have our power values changed. And once we get the ruined vault, we're going to try and get all throughout all of these other techs. Local workspaces, fantastic. Okay, so that's 2 years worth of research we can kind of ignore now. So we're going to basically focus on all of the other technologies that we did have that we should probably try and go into. Another thing we're going to probably try and jump into is do some of these things. Getting into energy before going into the fabricator's tech. This basically allows us to create synthetic circuitry, which will improve our power resource whilst also allowing us to build the, I suppose this one first, will allow us to improve our power flow, as well as give us some circuitry, which will help us with our power armor. Because holy shit, do we need power armor? Really fucking bad. So we now need to find the vault and look through the vault. So we do have, sadly, a major disadvantage. So we have to be quick with this, which is why we're doing this early. We do this early, enemies can't do anything about it. We can hopefully survive. And multi-purpose equipment. Fantastic. Let's hit seed selection, just so we can do shit. We're going to be very much economically focused, so our armies can be prepared. Then once we have enough political power, we will start looking into... Right, scavenge the army. We do have some nice bonuses. For example, we've just gotten 200 units of T-51B power armor, 500 units of advanced energy weaponry, or just advanced weaponry. I think it's just advanced weaponry. I think if advanced weaponry is just, yeah, that. So we got a few assault rifles, not bad. Looting the stockpile, we should also gain this, which is a really freaking awesome thing. Infantry machine, the machine template, which gives us a -10 to our production costs, which I think is a fantastic upgrade. And I think definitely deserves to be respected and cheered. Then we can refurbish some factories, finish clearing the vault, which gives us a few extra building slots, which will be useful, especially when we start building the other shit. So there should be the ruined vault. There it is. There's the ruined vault. So that ruined vault is what we're going to be... Where? New Vegas against New Vegas. Now that's Fiends. Oh, wow! We've got New Vegas of old versus New Vegas of new. I hope New Vegas of new wins. I don't know how many dudes you've got, though. 2 to 3, 2 to 4. Ah, and they're robots. Shit. Love this tune. It's such a good fucking tune. Oop. Oh. Shit. Who took that? Oh, you didn't. Oh, the motherfucker. See what I mean? You see what I mean? Fucking NCR have attacked and destroyed the Mojave chapter. Now, clearly the NCR would claim that they're somehow the good guys still. I call bollocks to that. Fucking NCR. This is why I always go to war with them. Everyone looks at them as they're the good guys. They're not the good guys. They are slightly better than bad guys, perhaps, but they're not the good guys. If you want the good guys, go to the East Coast and look at what the Washington Brotherhood have done. Not that Washington Brotherhood. That's a different Washington Brotherhood. I'm talking of the other Washington Brotherhood. The DC Brotherhood. They are the good guys. They're the ones who are giving fresh, clean water to the wasteland. Hell, I'd even look at the fucking... I mean, Western Brotherhood, technically speaking, are good guys as well. They're anti-hero good guys, but they're still good guys. Whereas with the fucking NCR, they're just like, hey, look at this new territory that's now under our control. And the local people are like, but, and they're like, no, you're under our control. And I wonder who won. Is it the good ones or the bad ones? It is the good ones! Fuck yes! That's a good guy. I am so happy about that. Unfortunately, they do have Vegas for the people, but I am so happy about that. Good shit. Fucking good shit. The Kings are awesome. I love the Kings. Right. We now have finished clearing the vault and a fateful discovery, which also removes a horrible national spirit, which fucks me over a little. Let's improve this a bit. Warden has declared war on the hangdogs. Oh no. Where's Warden? Oh, there's Warden. What's Warden? Oh, it's a legit Warden. It looks like a fairly... Yeah, it looks like... Oh, okay. That's clever. that's clever. You either have medical shit or whatever. That's a pretty cool system. Picking the bones dry. Scavenging power armor. So you can kind of see a lot of stuff, actually. Hello, America. Or not. GG. We're going to go to infantry now, because I think we do need to think about going military in some regard. So let's get that support equipment researched. Looks like the warden's going to get his ass handed to, because he is like, yeah, let's declare war with our 9 to 18 versus 11 to 20. Intelligent decision making at its finest. They have like maybe what, 19 or so divisions? Right, me thinks we want
What can I do for you?
Oop. Hostile takeover in Puerto Rico after heavy days of fighting. I mean, come on. There we go. Yeah, so that's that taken out. We definitely do need to consider recruiting some new troops as well. We also probably could do with a new commando, so I think we're going to have a research advisor to give this dude some training. We do have the ability to retrain some new dudes, which I am tempted, but at the moment the patrol is very, very weak. And I do need to restructure the army units a bit. Just before we can do anything. But I did also want some other, you know, civilian shit. But we get this at least. Okay, so the good news is we should now be able to, once we've got this option, we get rid of this, and then we can be able to go, boom. Deep in the vault, Andronicus found a room, hidden partially by debris that covered most of the door. He felt a sense of importance emanating from the rusted walls inside, and ventured only to find a single desk housing a powered-down terminal. He took it back to his quarters at the camp and powered it up with the help of the scribes. In it, he uncovered the secret of the vault. It was a pre-war vault constructed by a man referenced only as the Oracle. The Oracle was a member of the Enclave who oversaw the construction of the vault, which was never used. He fled with the others when the war started, but left his personal logs on his terminal. Logs which detailed his project, entitled Project Empire. The Oracle drew inspiration from the Roman and Byzantine empires, quoting them as examples of what the United States should become. Andronicus locked himself in his room, poring over the logs almost to the point of insanity. When he finally left, he faced a crossroads. So this particular one was kind of interesting. We either have the one which gains Imperial Ambition, which grants more political power gains, and a major reduction in Justify War Goals, which will allow us to create the Empire of Steel, or we can remove that and say, nope, I'm going to continue on with the Brotherhood of Steel's mission to reclaim things. And it's kind of nice having a political power gain. It's a really tough call. I mean, to be fair, the political power gain and the Justify War Goal time is nice, definitely. But I think I'm going to be going to make the... because this is pretty cool. But I think we're also going to be like this, which is regain a research slot and do with that. So now we've done that. And more importantly, we've gained a research slot, which I'm very happy about. More importantly, we also need to get on with the actual research of shit. First of all, we are also going to do like, comment, and subscribe, or I'll break your fucking legs. Sorry, every time now I listen to this particular tune, I've got fucking Gaz yapping at my face. Oh, sorry. Anyway, going back to the more important shit, we do need to get some shit going for our supply stuff. We could go to the Purple Squadron and get that stuff sorted, but I kind of want to improve my industrial shit. I like building. It's a weakness of mine. Ah, perfect. Okay. Right, so this one's a little bit of a sad case, but I do actually want to get through... vacuum tubes. Yes, vacuum like a hoover. We're going to improve some of this stuff, but we are more primarily going to go for this. We need to improve shit. Actually, we should probably condense these guys and change them up all into paladin patrols.
Yes, paladin patrols. Yeah.
We're all paladin patrols now. Sweet. We will also need to reorganize the fucking things. I'll make a paladin patrol, but we'll also need to make some research. So once I get the support equipment, we're also going to be able to go into other stuff. We are a year ahead of what that's going in. It's tempting. We do have oh yeah, we don't have that now. We have this instead. Main infrastructure is nice. We also probably could do with improved. I'm thinking.
Oh, that's a really fucking good.
If we can get that next phase of tighten our grip, that'll be fucking amazing. Because that also reduces. That also gives me a little bit more extra. We're gonna use these three. Yeah, we're gonna use the three things for woodworking. Fantastic. Yeah, we're gonna use these options to. Hang on, how much cash do we have now? We have 84. We have enough to do certain things. Primarily, I want to form up a cryptology department. And then we're going to get some anti-spy networks being set up. So we're not as easy to, you know, infiltrate. Radio. Radio, kill the radio star.
Right, obvious joke done. Oh, shut up. I hate that fucking song.
Mad About the Boy is a song that has just been played so many goddamn times. It really does irritate me. Everyone's into it now. Right, support equipment. Fan-fucking-doby. Give me machine guns. Assert our control. Lovely. Requisition on resources.
Even more lovely.
Right. So you give me industry. Ooh. I kind of want to go for this one now. So, like, research both of these things early. So we can kind of get those two things in production when I do the thing, so that when I research them again, I research the next thing, I'll have a bigger advantage. Does kind of mean I prioritize a few other bits, but you know me. What is this? I haven't got any cryptologies, that's fine. Right, defense, give me some anti-partisan. How much cash do I have now? 64k. I don't have to send money to make this shit? Oh, it gets more as I get... Right, okay, that's fair. That's fair. You give me some industry. Yes. It sounds stupid, but bear with. If we research the other two, yes, it means I take two, bollocks. I take two bollockses. No. Anyway, MG. Kinda wanna go with this. Kinda. Oh, we only need the M sword to start with, don't we? And dog. We also could do with some sap. Okay, that's good. That's good. Cryptology. Thinking probably extra. I mean, the root out resistance thing I think is kind of important. Because then we can actually get some other shit going. Right, we'll make one support equipment. Backtrack on this so we have a bit more. Backtrack on this so we still have like 3 to make machine guns. Refilming Purple Squadron, fantastic. Rigorous training. Or infantry weaponry. I might do that. Or should we get that? Don't know. Rigorous training or backed by the army. I think rigorous training probably will get this next one. This particular focus is going to be useful because having these two focuses early, these two particular things will be quite useful because having these and having this option is going to be quite nice because as you can see, power armor focus, which reduces the amount of production cost for our power armor by -10. While this does also result in the infantry equipment costing 5 more, we already have a discount of -10. So, like, this is only going to reduce it to, like, -5, which is fine by me because infantry equipment is piss. Generally is what I would consider piss. Nothing too evil for it. I think I just realized what I did. I'm a dum-dum. Fucking Jaeger. If there's only a thing I can do more than fuck up, I would like to know. Right. MG schützen. 126 days. Right, that's being worked on. The next thing we will focus on is, once the primitive radio is done, we can kind of deal with the other shit. Because this is requiring the industrial planning, which then means we can get more political shit. You... that warmonger or... cultural advisor. Oh my god, why didn't I go for this guy earlier? Right, this guy's amazing. Cultural advisor, give me some cultural advice. Give me more political power, if you please. Right. Industrial planning, time for you to come in. What was the thingy on Bobby again? Oh, infantry weaponry, wasn't that? Yeah. So once you're done, you're going over to the industrial plan, and then the other one is... Come on. Right, perfect. If we're not careful, we'll fucking make them pay for that. Right, boom. Standardized tools. Declare war on the Grand Inquisition. Who's the Grand Inquisition? Oh, you're the Grand Inquisition. Holy shit. Infantry template. Primitive radio. Okay. You are our next military research shit. 235 days. That's actually not kind of bad. I mean, kind of not bad. Considering that's quite a large amount of time, and a 75% minus reduction to that, I think is pretty useful. Considering it's a 2082, and eventually we'll be able to get to this, which is like even more years ahead. So this will take time, sure. We'll have a massive penalty, but I think it will be mega worth it. Head to tighten our grip. This is a long one, obviously, but I think is going to be much, much worth it. We now finally need to make a duplicate unit. Oh no, hang on, cancel that. Wrong one. Paladin patrol, duplicate. We have almost 30 fucking 5. Come on, give me 35. Give me 35 divisions. Like 35 input in terms of EXP, just so I can like get that shit going. Just so that way we can like, I can do the thing that I want to do, which is fine by me. Come on, 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 yay! Right, next dude, heavyweight versus smooth talker, Nathan Wade. That's a really good name. Counterintelligence, yes, give me some counterintelligence and stop them from there. Power, armor. Oh. Yeah, brother. No, power, mod. Power armored. Oh god, I can't think of a decent name for these guys. Brother paladins. No, that's the army. Power troops. Panzertruppen. MG. Right, perfect. Panzertruppen MG. Right, add that. And add a fire team to that. And I'm thinking a second power armored team. Yeah, 2 of them should be fine. 17.5. Thing is, I have to be careful how many power armored troops we have to these particular things, because if I went all the way and got them to like a 20 stack, well, that's awesome to have a 20 stack. I'll only have like a limit of like, what, 30 or 40 units at most. So we'll have to see whether this is going to be enough. But the power rating should be good. Hang on, if I did add that to a 20, that's 200. We should be able to do that. And that's 20. Then this one, you could have anti-tank as well, which provides an additional 5 attack. We do lose 2 armor though, but our piercing goes up by fucking tons. I'd say it's worth it. Just considering that they are, you know, heavily fucking armored dudes. Right, cool. So now we need to figure out how to do shit. We need to transfer these dudes. And obviously need to change the icons. Right, so our Panzertruppen are being set up. I think we probably... Well, we don't have... Let me have a look at the production facilities. We have 204 being stockpiled. Our other dudes are being stockpiled. We have a decent amount of those dudes being stockpiled. The suits are a little bit of a crippling factor. But I'm thinking we can probably focus... If we change the division template, how much crap do we have? None available. Well, shit. Do we have... Oh, yes, of course. We've only just started doing that thing as well. Fuck. Right, give me some of this then. Give me some more power troops. Right, tighten our grip. This should hopefully make my life a little easier with the whole thing, which I'm pretty happy about. So, 2077. I'd say fuel the war machine. Create the steel forges, perhaps. Just so we can get something being set up for that. And then... I think the 25 days will go for this pretty good, which is fine for me. We do need to think about getting ready for the next war though, because these guys are only going to get stronger. I mean, they've already gotten to up to like 8 divisions, which we only have 5, so they already outnumber us in terms of divisions. If I was to train a division up, how many would we have? 1 division. 2 divisions, because we need power armor and a scavenge ship. Okay, cancel the production here. And we need to train up our divisions as well, which means... This is the biggest crippling factor. We do need to also think... well, at least when we have started the other stuff. We've got a fair amount of long-term production projects going in. You know, we've got these productions coming through. We've got the heavy rapid control weapon, which is bad. Right. Crack their shells. I think we'll probably go for that. And then... Oh. Hopefully that gives us the front line thingy. Yes, we do. Fuck yes. So we'll be able to get a massive advantage in terms of bonuses for that. This is going to be awesome, actually, because if we can get the bonuses for both of the ciphers, let's see if we can decrypt the cipher. Fuck that. Our cipher department is shit. Oh, sod, I just realised. I was like, ah, look at our cipher department, so shit. Oh, you going to upgrade it, though? No, what are you on about? Upgrading. Look at him. Reconnaissance seat. Oh, boy, yes, you sexy little fucker, you. Shares armor. Right. What wins battles is a giant fucking round. An armored spearhead, because I want my dagger to be powerful, motherfucker. Ooh, hello. You're nice, aren't you? Right. This should be good. Oh, hello, sexy. I've got all of the lovely... Hello. Right, so we're going to be a little bit more focused on economics, but if you look at the amount of fucking bonuses we've got 2 years ahead, again, in terms of research. That's twice in one playthrough. I'm just going to be, like, spattering everyone with all this new shit, which I'm pretty happy about. And the Grand Inquisition looks like they're up this shit creek without, once again, another barrel. Right, so we're going to have to start producing you, which isn't too bad, I won't lie. An armored spearhead, thank you very much. This will be really useful because our troops will be a little better. Radio interception group. How much cash do we have?
We have fuck all cash, probably. Or do we? I don't know. Magic. 52. Okay, that should be enough to start increasing our cryptology. If we can improve our government cipher and cryptology scores, then the enemy shouldn't be able to decrypt us for quite some time, as well as we should be able to decrypt them fairly quickly. We also have a spy network in place, located in the Crowlands as well. New California declared republic. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You're taking your fucking time, unfortunately, but that's all we can do with that particular research. Standardized tools, refined focus lens. This will be really useful, actually, because having the refined focus lens, while it is out of date and it's going to take me some time to research, going super early with some of these things is risky, but I think it's also important, because if we can get ourselves a solid las rifle set up, which I think this will be, then we'll be able to be in a good position. Fantastic. Probably that one first. Ooh, the Battle of Hoover Dam. Nice. So, the big Battle of Hoover Dam, which has taken only a couple of years. So, this is the big, for those who don't know, this is the big Duke-off. This is basically New Vegas before New Vegas. Actually, no, this is the battle before New Vegas. The shit that kicks off what happens beforehand. So, basically, right, you're doing anything? No, good. Right, improve that shit. So basically, this is the thing that happened just before the courier would arrive in New Vegas to receive his contract. Though, admittedly, now with the Kings under control, New Vegas should be in a bit more of a friendly position. And hopefully, less robot-y nightmare and more Elvis Presleys with LMGs. So I just got an image now of a fucking platoon of Elvis Presleys attacking a position. It's like, say, go over there and I'll give you some cover fire. Oh. You ain't nothing but a shooter, sniper, shooting all the time. You gotta blow his head off and you'll have a good time. Great. The Elvis Presley platoon. I would love to see that. Seriously, if anyone could ever cosplay something about the Fallout universe, I want a regiment of Elvis Presleys to attack a position. Oh my god, that would be brilliant. Major business, Jaeger company. Ooh, yes, I forgot about you. Hello. Knightly Armaments, a company built after my own heart. Right, well, whilst we're waiting for the apostates, we might as well get the marrow drinkers to get them infected. That's actually a pretty reasonable amount of time. In comparison to most other things, that's actually kind of reasonable. Right. The refined tools are also going to be done, which is nice, which means our efficiency cap is increasing. Fuck yes. I have no idea what the fuck I just said. Yep. The old world holds. The Legion could not even cross the Colorado. How could they expect to see three shands? Ha! So, the battle that occurred in... The battle that would occur inside Shady Sands, or the bit before Shady Sands, before the big thingy. Which cache do we have? I really wish... To be fair, if they could ever update the cache flow, I kind of wish they would take this icon and move it here. Or move this up to, like, here. So you extend this to go up, because you've got a giant fucking empty space here, and yet they use this to represent your cash flow. Now, I know technically speaking we can see it at the top, but the problem is the bottle caps are at the fucking top, and you have to scroll up. I think it would just be a good idea to have the things the cash flow located from here instead of to here. Because this, to me, feels like much more of a better place to put your cash flow, rather than up the bottom top left here. But that's just me. Right, I think we need to change our divisions now over to the other line. Yes, it's stupid because it means we'll have to spend some time or whatever. Okay, power armor's close, but that's fine. We can deal with that. Production. Upgrades or read. Oh, okay, yeah, reinforcements. Right, this shit needs to be focused on that. Right, restore the laboratory. Oh, hello. Restore the laboratory gives me an extra research bonus. I thank the house.
That gives me some... Oh, that I would fucking dream of. But I need to become an Elder Maxim. This is something that I fucking love. This does make my dudes a little bit more overpowered. I won't lie. Near the end of this particular playthrough, you will find that the power armor troops may become slightly overpowered. And by slightly, I mean I step on a fucking mountain and it bends. But at the same time, it is still fucking dope. Right, we have an additional research slot, which I will put to good fucking use. Right, so I think we probably need to start looking into crack their shells. We have actually gone 5 minutes over our due video thingy, but I think it's kind of important that we wrap things up a little bit before we get it into a good position. We have got the manpower at least for it. Right. How much crap do we have? 9 divisions. Right, we have MD Torpen as well. How many dudes can we... Oh yeah, let's get rid of the Paladin Patrol. And the Night Patrol. Because we don't need any... We don't need no infantry. That's my commitment to this thing. Right, what we do need, though, to do is this. We need to make the artificial, like the synthetic shit. Because otherwise we're going to end up losing stuff. Which is going to be a real fucking drain. Guerrera's Conviction. People of the public welcome information have represented revolve the downtrodden, the oppressed, and the enslaved. We're neither Mexicans nor Texans. We are the last best hope for the wasteland. Oh, okay. Guerra's thing? Yeah, sure. Good luck. You're not going to stand a chance, but I appreciate your determination. Alright. Right, so if we can... Okay, that's 2,000, so we're going to backtrack a bit on the stockpile and improve our MG designs a bit. Crack their shells, we get the ability to call in their thing, which means now we can basically focus up on them. The next thing we probably should consider doing is this. This gives me some more focus trees. We can go down that particular line. Now, theoretically, if we were to declare war on these guys, we might stand a chance of quickly snapping into it. Oh. Why only 2? Fuck it. 1 division will watch this line. You're all kind of in the limbo, aren't you? I'm going to risk it for a biscuit. See how we can do. Yes, an Exile's Wrath. There you can see the... 97. I got to fucking 97. What can I do for you? Right. Right, these boys have taken over this position. You're holding the line, even though that, so if we go for this. Right, let's risk it for a biscuit. We're at a supposedly strong point. And the music has just started playing, so you know what? I'm gonna be a dick. I'm gonna end the episode here. So thank you all so very much for watching. If you like the content, let me know in the comment section down below, clicking on the like button, and of course subscribing to the channel. And I hope that the microphone quality will be okay enough. Normally I would like to record this with my Rode NT, but the cable has not really been forthcoming, which is a bit of a problem. So I will hopefully get that resolved at some point, but at the time being, we're just going to have my other microphone. So thank you once again for watching, and I hope to catch you in the next one. This is Mr. Jaeger signing out. Have a good one, guys.